Hey, what is up everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with another Outriders video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Lava Lich set for the Pyromancer. Now this set is definitely a lot different than the majority of them, mainly because of the cooldown on the Eruption, but at the same time, once you get the hang of it, you can do some really nice numbers with this set. So as always, I hope you enjoy and find this video helpful. If you do, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment down there below. So let's take a look at this.
Artillery support incoming!
Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's check out this class tree really quick. There's a few points that I definitely want to talk about, so hang out with me for just a minute, but after that we'll move on to the good stuff. Now first and foremost, I just want to say that this set is not the easiest to use. I'd actually say it's probably one of the more difficult sets, simply because the cooldown on Eruption, I mean, it is just terrible, and you can only get it so low. But once you get the hang of it, you can definitely do some nice numbers. So do not overlook this set. You just need to be pretty good with the skill management. That's all it is. But as far as the cooldowns go, you only have 2 nodes on the tree. You've got one up here in the front, and you've got one all the way here in the back. That is it. And that's a big bummer because the set does not come with any kind of cooldown on it. So I'm going to highly recommend putting cooldown on your gloves and your boots. That way you can get your eruption back every 20 seconds or so. And, you know, we got 3 shots, right? So 3 shots every 20 seconds. You should be doing some pretty nice numbers, I promise you that. Now, other than that, we're obviously going to be going down the line with all the anomaly power, right? But do not overlook these little arrows here. Increase weapon damage and anomaly power by 5%. And I have 3 of them active. 1, 2, 3. So that way I'm going to be getting an extra 15% anomaly power. That's all I'm worried about. The weapon damage, I don't really care. I'm more focused on the anomaly power, but you see where I'm going with that. Now, other than that, I really enjoy this wildfire here. Decrease all your skill cooldowns by 10%. Now, I was just complaining about the eruption cooldown time. This is definitely going to help you out. I wish it was 20, 30, 40%, but, you know, I'll take the 10. I'll take the 10. Other than that, I really enjoy extinction here. Increase damage by 20% against enemies below 30% of the health. Now, this might not be too big of a thing for, you know, the smaller enemies, but if you're going up against an elite or a boss or something like that, after you get 2/3 essentially of their life down, the last third is 20% easier. And if you've got Captain Hunter on, it's 45% easier. So you see where I'm going with that? Definitely do not overlook extinction. Other than that, I went up here and I got a little bit extra max health. I mean, hey, can't really complain about that, right? Because I was trying to go for this gifted right here, increase the weapon and anomaly damage, another 5%. So pretty straightforward on that. Other than that, definitely use this one right here. Activating explosive skill increases your anomaly power 12% for 10 seconds. So we're going to be using 2 of those skills, and I believe it does stack. So once you pop both of them off, you get a nice little boost right there. Other than that, I really enjoy Phoenix Nestling. Upon losing all health, you receive a second chance to return to the battlefield with 50% of your max health. Now, it's only 50% of your max health, but hey, nobody's got to come pick you up, and if you're playing solo, this can definitely help you out a lot. So other than that, that's about it for the class tree. Let's get on to these skills. Alright, so as far as these skills go, I'm going to be using the FASER beam over here. This thing is an absolute beast, and it's also an absolute must-have for this set. If you are using this set without the FASER beam, you are doing it wrong. I'll just say it like it is, and I will show you exactly why once we get to the headgear. I promise you that. Now, this thing is a ripper. 472,000 damage every 13.5 seconds. I'd say that's pretty good. It says here also that it's going to inflict burn, but again, once we get to the headgear, I will show you this changes to ash. I will be inflicting ash instead of burn every time I pop off my phaser beam. So keep in the back of your head, this is more of a explosive build, I guess you could say, instead of a burn build. So again, just keep that in the back of your head, which is exactly why I went with thermal bomb instead of overheat, because I know someone's going to comment, you know, why aren't you using overheat? Well, let's take a look at what overheat does. The base damage is only 7,700, and it's got an 11.6 second cooldown, compared to the thermal bomb that does 28,000 base damage and has a 7.5 second cooldown. You know, to me, it's a no-brainer because, again, I'm not going to be burning anybody really with this build, so I'm not going to be able to get that extra 99,000 damage when I pop an overheat. So it is what it is. Now, as far as the thermal bomb says, it does say select an enemy to burn.
but I'm only going to be burning that enemy, and I'm not going to swap out my Phaser Beam or Eruption just so I can pop it overheat. So I just know how people love their overheat so much, so I'm just really throwing it out there. But also, if that person dies, they pop 248,000 damage every 7.5 seconds. Gotta love that right there. And of course, the cherry on top, Eruption. Create a volcanic eruption beneath the selected enemy, dealing 225,000 damage. And we've got 3 shots, so that's almost 700k right there. I'd say we're doing pretty good with that. The only downfall is that it has a 20-second cooldown, and I had to work to get it to 20 seconds. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Now, when you get this thing working, it does work. I mean, these skills all in line. I mean, if you look at the numbers these are doing, 225, 248, 472, you're putting out some numbers. So definitely try this set out, try these skills with it, and let me know what you think. Alright everyone, so here we go, on to the good stuff. Now as you can see up top here, my base anomaly power, 170,000. After I use a couple of my skills and get a couple of my class tree buffs going, that goes up to about 225, 250, even higher depending on how many elites are on the field. And then, if we go ahead and use the headgear talent, we can literally double it from there. That is huge, guys. We're definitely capable of putting out some nice numbers with this set. Definitely give it a try if you have not already. Now, moving on to the weapons, nothing too crazy. I'm using a guillotine and an anemoy. Pretty much shoot, reload. Nothing too crazy. But I found this guillotine pretty interesting. Radiation splash reloading causes small explosion that inflicts vulnerable and deals 122,000 damage. I went ahead and put Moaning Winds on there. Give me another 387,000. So you do the math. Every time I reload, definitely does some nice damage. And then the anemoy, pretty straightforward again. Moaning Winds with death chains on there, so if I actually shoot somebody with it, it's going to do a little damage over time. Alright everyone, so enough blab, enough chit chat. Let's get on to these gear pieces, and let's start with the best one in my opinion, the helmet of the Lava Lich. Lava Lich? I don't know. Whatever. Either way, it comes with anomaly power, status power, skill life leech, and the talent, Ashen Champion. Oh my goodness, guys. This is where it's at. I'm telling you, this almost makes the build itself. Phaser Beam inflicts ash on enemies instead of burn, like I said before. That's why I'm not using the overheat. Each enemy hit boosts your anomaly power by 20% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. 20% times 5 is 100%. That's literally going to double your anomaly power. So, like I said before, you get a couple of those buffs going, and then you hit them with this. Oh boy, things get nasty real fast. And then I went ahead and put debris on there because it just felt like the right thing to do. For Eruption, throws damaging debris at enemies, dealing an additional 51,000. So, hey, you know, whenever I, pop that Eruption, it's just going to throw stuff all over the place and deal some extra damage. Pretty straightforward on that. Now, as far as the Lava Leech set bonus, it increases the damage of Eruption by 40% and decreases the cooldown by 10%. Now, I'm cool with that Eruption, increase by 40%, but that decrease of cooldown only 10%? I mean, they could have done 20, even 25. I mean, if I got a skill that on the low end is at 20 seconds, they could have put 20% on there, no problem. I mean, come on. But, hey, maybe in the future. But other than that, guys, I've been loving this helmet. That first talent is definitely where it is at. Okay, so moving on to the upper armor here. It comes with anomaly power, status power, skill life leech, and comes with the talent Not Impressed. Reduces the damage taken from elites by 25%. And that's awesome because then I went ahead and paired it with Captain Hunter, which increases my damage towards elites 25%. So, that's like a take deal, I guess you could say. I'm loving it right there. Pretty straightforward on that one. Okay, so moving on to the lower armor here. Comes with anomaly power, status power, skill life leech, and the talent improved damage for Eruption. Increases explosion damage by 54,900. Basically 55k. I said, hey, you know what? I'll leave it on there. Extra 55k on top of everything else. It can't do me wrong, right? Now, I went ahead and put Etna, or ETNA, I don't know what that's all about. It comes off of the Lava Leech gloves that are rolled for max health, so I really didn't want those, so I just dismantled them and took the talent, put it on here. But it gives you the ability for your Eruption to be activated one more time before triggering a cooldown, so pretty straightforward on that one. Okay, so onto the gloves here. Nothing crazy, just some purple gloves. The armor roll is really not even good at all, but it fits. That's all I care about. Anomaly power cooldown reduction with Giga Blast on there. That's all I needed. It was like the final piece to the puzzle. and everything was gonna just be perfect. And it took me literally like 2 or 3 days before I actually got these gloves. So if you could, please do me a favor and smash that like button, because I had to put extra time in just for this final puzzle piece. I'm telling you, anomaly power, skill life leech, and cooldown reduction. That cooldown reduction is key again on your gloves and on your boots. But Giga Blast increases the skill's radius by 100%. I really wanted that because obviously a bigger radius is, you know, better, going to hit more NPCs, right? But then we also have that debris on here, don't forget about that, which is going to throw extra damage out there as well. So to me, those two go pretty good hand in hand. I went ahead and put power assimilation on here as well. Boost your anomaly power by 11,000 for each elite present on the battlefield, and that can stack up real quick, guys. When you got a couple brood mothers and a bunch of alphas out there and all this good stuff, you know, or a boss fight, this will be up big time, and will definitely help you out a lot. Alright, on to the final piece here, the foot gear. Again, nothing too crazy, just some purple boots. Got a halfway decent armor roll on there with anomaly power and cooldown reduction. Again, I can't say it enough, I can't stress it enough. Cooldown reduction on your boots and your gloves, or you are not going to be in a happy place. Now that close range damage, I could give or take it. I don't really care. I wish it was some skill life leech or something like that, but everything else fits just perfect. Got Pompeii on there for eruption. The skill can be activated one more time before triggering a cooldown. And remember, again, with Etna or whatever it's called up here, we get to activate it one more time again before triggering a cooldown, so that way we get those 3 eruptions. And then I got lucky with these boots, came with Untamed Power. Using a skill deals 51,000 damage to enemies within 5-meter radius of you. So regardless of what skill it is, if you're getting rushed, pop a skill, it's going to kind of set them back a little bit, and then hit them with your phaser beam. That's what I've been doing. I mean, you know, when they're all clumped up real close to you, you can't miss. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed and found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment down there below. I'd be interested to see, you know, what you guys think about this. So other than that, guys, I will talk to you on the next one. Hope you take it easy. Be safe out there. Later.